Off our coast, a suspected smuggling boat capsizes, leaving dozens struggling to stay above water and causes a massive rescue effort. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Steve Price.
And I'm Alicia Summers. This happened around 10:30 this morning off Point Loma near Cabrillo National Monument. The boat was destroyed, leaving 30 people on board needing help. They were all pulled from the water, but 3 of them did not survive. We have team coverage on this tragic story.
News 8's Tim Blodgett is live at Shelter Island with how witnesses jumped in to try and help the victims. But we're going to begin tonight with News 8's Carrie Lane. She's live in Mission Bay, where local and federal officials just held a news conference. Carrie, what's the latest?
Well, what I can tell you is that phone call came in at 9:56 this morning. As you said, that vessel slamming into a reef along Point Loma, just near Tide Pool area. We're told about 30 people were on board that ship, and when they arrived, some of them were face down, drowning in the water. As a result of the magnitude of this, as you can imagine, it was all hands on deck.
It really looks more like a movie's being made than it's being an actual emergency, which unfortunately is the case.
Multiple agencies were called out to the scene this morning to assist in a rescue effort after a 40-foot cabin cruiser broke into several pieces. 7 people were pulled from the water with 2 floating face down. The current conditions did not make things any easier for lifeguards.
Conditions are pretty rough. 5 to 6 feet of surf, windy, cold. The water's around 60 degrees, so you get hypothermic pretty quickly.
Multiple people did suffer from hypothermia, as well as a number of injuries that officials are unable to elaborate on at this time. What we do know is that lifeguards made 7 water rescues, a cliff rescue, 1 major trauma, and 3 CPRs. 3 people were pronounced dead, while others were loaded on stretchers and rushed to 8 different area hospitals. According to Border Patrol agent Jeff Stevenson, this was a human smuggling operation, and it's not uncommon to see immigrants put in dangerous situations as they looked across the U.S. border.
They don't care about the people they're exploiting. All they care about is profit. To them, these people are just commodities. So you can see that in the way they treat them. Inadequate safety equipment, really poorly equipped vessels. Sometimes they'll give them flotation devices and life jackets, but they're old, they're tattered. It's not like normal equipment you'd see.
Now, officials are unable to tell us at this time if any minors were involved, but we do know the captain of the boat has been taken into custody. As for the amount of human smuggling cases that we've seen over the past year here in San Diego, those numbers have drastically increased. I'll have those details coming up for you on News 8 at 6:30. Alicia and Steve?
Carrie, thank you. Rescue crews found a tragic and chaotic scene when they arrived.
But they quickly jumped into action to save lives. For more on that part of the story, we're going to go live to News 8's Tim Blodgett. He's there on Shelter Island. Tim?
Yeah, Steve and Alicia, that boat that capsized off the coast of Point Loma this afternoon led to rescue efforts from national agencies all the way down to local harbor police. And those that were just happened to be at the tide pools that day witnessed everything. And one man who spoke to News 8 jumped in and helped. This was the scene at Shelter Island Harbor Police Station after dozens of victims were rescued from an overturned boat near the tide pools at Cabrillo National Monument. Early reports confirmed that there were multiple casualties from the incident. The rest were loaded into ambulances and taken to several hospitals around the area. San Diego Fire and Rescue, Harbor Police, lifeguards, and national agencies like the Coast Guard all helped with the rescue.
I was at the tide pools with my family over on Point Loma. Noticed the ship coming in when we first pulled up, but didn't think anything of it. Started walking along the trail line and then noticed that the ship pulled up onto the rocks. Ship kind of capsized.
But off-duty Navy sailor Cale Foy was among those who just so happened to be in the right place at the right time and sprang into action.
Saw people jumping in. I gave everything to my wife and said, I'll see you here in a little bit, and just jumped in the water. There's another guy behind me, I think his name was Scott. He was going through buds. And we both jumped in, went past the shoreline, grabbed everybody that we could.
Foy describes the chaos from the immediate aftermath of the wreck.
There were some bodies out there. We pulled everybody that we could, whether conscious or unconscious. Everyone was panicking, everyone was yelling. No one spoke any English.
Minutes after Foy jumped into the water, rescue crews were on scene helping with the passengers. Boats and helicopters were used to transport the victims from the rocky beach to safety. But without Foy's quick decision-making and naval training, things could have been worse.
And we go through this almost on a daily basis. So we train for the worst and expect for the best. And today was not the best, but it's something that I always had in the back of my mind, and it just actually happened.
Back out here live at Shelter Island, we still don't know the official cause of why that boat sank, but we are still working on gathering information, and we will relay that when we know it. We'll send things back to you in the studio.
Tim, thank you. Now, today's tragedy just happens to come on the very same weekend that Border Patrol stepped up its presence along our coast following what they called an increase in the number of dangerous maritime smuggling attempts.
Now to the other story we are following closely tonight. Fire crews continue their battle in San Diego's backcountry.
They are starting to get some containment on the southern fire, which broke out yesterday afternoon southeast of Julian. Fueled by strong winds, it grew to more than 5,000 acres today. We have team coverage for you tonight.
Meteorologist Sean Stiles will join us in a moment with a look at the weather conditions that are fanning the flames.
But we're going to begin tonight with News 8's LaMonica Peters. She's live at CAL FIRE headquarters in Rancho San Diego with the very latest. LaMonica.
Yeah, CAL FIRE says it started yesterday covering about 40 acres, but now it's spread to over 5,100 acres, and it's about 25% contained. Now, only about 3 structures have been destroyed, but at least 500 people have been evacuated from Butterfield Ranch Campground to Agua Caliente. The San Diego Humane Society is also on hand to care for the animals that were in the area. CAL FIRE says because of the high winds, they were not able to use the aircraft they'd normally use to drop water on the fire from above.
Air Attack made the call due to the wind speeds exceeding 35 miles an hour to ground our fixed-wing aircraft. Our helicopters were still able to fly and drop water over the fire.
The captain also told us that there were no injuries reported, and as expected, the cause of the fire is still under investigation. Alicia, Steve?
LaMonica, thank you. Now, tonight, the American Red Cross Southern California region is assisting more than 70 Southern Fire evacuees. Anyone else needing help is asked to visit the temporary evacuation point, which is located at the Agua Caliente campgrounds. As for donations, the agency says right now they have everything they need to help these evacuees. But if you are looking to donate, you can always visit redcross.org or call 1-800-RED-CROSS.
As with many local wildfires, wind can play a major role in spreading those flames, and that could be an issue again tonight.
Meteorologist Sean Stiles joins us now with a first look at the conditions out there. And Sean, we saw some drizzles here at the coast, but did they get any of that out there? We saw the wind as well.
Yeah, you know, Steve, the reason for that drizzle is because the winds were so strong on shore today, so the marine layer was getting squeezed by those winds, which were fanning the flames, and they did get some moisture out there, but not nearly enough to help firefighters as far as knocking down any of the flames. The wind advisory until tonight at 11 p.m., and we're talking some pretty strong winds. Take a look at these peak gusts today. Vulcan Mountain at 59 miles per hour. Head over to Ranchita, 47 miles per hour. Palomar Mountain, you're looking at 41 miles per hour. So very windy conditions in the East County. Looking at current conditions in Julian, temperature 46 degrees. Now this is not at the fire itself, but very near, and it's a weather station we can tap into. Winds sustained 17, gusting to 27. But notice this one indicator here. Humidity has come way, way up. That's adding moisture to the fuels. Not enough to really slow the fire down dramatically, but certainly every little bit helps. Looking at the forecast for tomorrow, we see warmer conditions. That means drier conditions. However, that also means the winds will be backing off a little bit, and then we continue to see the warm up along the coastline into the mid-70s. Inland tomorrow, 78, 82, and then 85. The problem here is no long-range forecast for any type of significant rain here in Southern California.